Hello, hello. You are at the HLA webinar today for incorporating video learning into your students' homeschool. And I'm really excited to chat with you to kind of kick things off. Who the heck am I? And who the heck is Mary Lou? So we'll do some quick introductions and then I'll dive into the agenda and what we're looking to cover. So yeah, I'm Zach. As Jay mentioned, I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called KINDU. So Kindu TV is really at its core, ad-free educational video library with a bunch of toolkits on top to make managing videos for homeschooling super easy. Really, we're an ad-free alternative to YouTube in the classroom and in the homeschool classroom. So really excited to talk to you today about how we see people using video to enrich their homeschooling. And yeah, I will dive into the agenda, but first introducing our moderator today, I'll pass it to Mary Lou.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Zach. I'm Mary Lou. I have worked with HomeLife Academy for about 4 years, and I am over on the HomeLife Learning online curriculum side now as the communications manager, systems manager, and ClassLink administrator. And I am also the homeschool parent of 2 teenagers. And so we have a lot of educational YouTube happening in our house. And I am super excited to hear all about Kindu TV and to be able to share that with you guys as well today. And so I'm looking forward to getting started. Like Jay said, if you have any questions, you can put those in the Q&A and the chat. I will be looking at both, and I'll be chiming in to grab Zach's attention if we have any questions that he can answer. So take it away, Zach. Thank you so much for having us today.
Great. Thanks so much. Okay, so today what I'm going to talk about is 5 ways to use video to make homeschooling better and easier. So Kindu TV has kind of 100,000 plus families and teachers using Kindu TV. And I want to talk about kind of the strategies and the way that they use it. Some are sort of obvious and some are less obvious and can really be a superpower for you as a parent to make the days run more smoothly and also help your kids learn the best they can. Then we'll kind of talk about how to find and manage videos for homeschooling with Kindu TV, kind of, as an alternative to YouTube, really kind of asking the question of, what if YouTube was built for homeschoolers? And then finally, I'll finish with a demo of Kindu TV. That'll be very happy, to answer any questions and things like that. And, an important note here as well, I started Kindu TV. I was just a software engineer by day, kind of working at some tech companies, and my wife was a kindergarten teacher, and so I learned of all the kind of struggles that she had with YouTube in the classroom. Ads popping up that are inappropriate for kids, the dangers of YouTube, sending her kids to YouTube and them ending up on some weird, crazy videos. And so I built it, originally for teachers to use in the classroom. But then essentially over time, we saw that, oh my gosh, homeschoolers are just loving this. And, before we knew it, really everyone that was using it was from the homeschool community. So, we're still kind of young startup. So I'm really eager to hear what you all think and how we can improve as well and what features you'd like to see. And I'd really like to grow this with the HLA community. So we'll dive into all that. Okay. So 5 ways to use video to make homeschooling better and easier. So I'm just going to walk through kind of listicle style 5 ways, and some of them you've definitely thought of, and some of them maybe you haven't. But it can really be a tool to kind of help your kids stay engaged, keep them active, and break up parts of the day. So first is brain breaks. So kids spend a lot of time learning all these different things, and their brains can get kind of overwhelmed. And so a lot of times they're very energized or whatever it is, and they need to get the wiggles out. So this is kind of more appropriate for a lot of these tactics for sort of like pre-K through maybe 5th, 6th grade. But there are dance-alongs, sing-alongs, yoga videos, and anything like that to sort of just like get those wiggles out and give their brain a break. Next is timing for tasks. So this can be really anything, but where you have a kind of like a stopwatch involved, but this is a more fun version of a stopwatch. So most commonly we see this with things like cleanup songs. So there's a set amount of time they need to clean up their area after maybe an art project or whatever it is. And so, you can time box that with a cleanup song. And so if you can have, these kind of cleanup songs in the background can be very productive to kind of accomplish things very quickly, and make them have a lot of fun time, so that they're actually like, I want to clean up, play the cleanup song by the Singing Walrus. Next is is probably the most prominent and most broad, but is introducing a new topic. So whatever you're learning, what we see is the best use for video is not replacing the topic, not replacing the actual teaching of the lesson, but enhancing that. So let's say you're learning how to count by 5. Oftentimes using a video or in a song for counting by 5 or something like that is going to really enhance the student's interest and get them really excited about it. And then you do some exercises, and then you do other things, and you can teach them some of the concepts. But when introducing a new topic or really enhancing a topic you're teaching, there's really nothing better than video. And short videos are oftentimes awesome to kind of like break it up as you go through the lesson. Next are art projects. So creativity is obviously so important and for child's ability to learn across all different topics, and also just it's awesome to be creative and let their creativity shine through. With creativity, a lot of times it's great to offer some sort of guidance for what they're looking to create, and then they can improve it as they go. And once they have the sort of foundational skills of how to draw or how to paint, then that really opens up their mind of all the different fun, cool art things that they can accomplish. But art projects are really awesome, and there's a really big, awesome video library of things about how to draw. So how to draw a gingerbread house, or how to draw Baby Yoda or puppies. And these sort of different skill sets of like how to draw different things then allows them to make bigger scenes and things like that. And art projects are really engaging for kids, of course. And then lastly, I'm sure there's a lot of parents that out there that have to do a lot of different things during the day as a homeschooler. Perhaps you have multiple kids, or perhaps you just need to accomplish some things in the house during the day while your kid is learning. And so multitasking is, videos help you multitask in an awesome way. So you can find some longer videos perhaps that are still educational and are a good use of time to essentially keep your student busy and learning while you accomplish a different task, multitasking. So you can look at different videos that explore the safari, or different things from National Geographic or what have you. So you're kind of using video as a tool to help make your life easier. And so these five approaches here are kind of some secret weapons, I would say, of teachers. Teachers are managing kind of kids of 10, 20. And then we've seen that when homeschoolers start using these and start using some of these tools that teachers have sort of mastered to manage much larger groups, it can become like a real superpower to use at home. So yeah, there's just 5. I'm sure that maybe you guys can put in some chat the other ways so people can see other ways that you're using video to enrich your homeschooling. And yeah, very happy to open it up at the end for some more ideas. Okay, so now how to find and manage videos for homeschooling with Kindu TV. So all of that's great, right? We totally, brain breaks makes a ton of sense. We do a lot of tasks during the day, cleanups and different things where we want to play some songs to kind of time box that. We're introducing topics all the time. That sounds great. Can't wait to get some explainer videos on how money works or anything, how 3D shapes, 2D shapes, doesn't matter. Art projects, of course, great use of time, great skill, get the creativity out, and then multitasking. We're definitely multitasking all the time, especially in today's world. So, but that's great. But where do you go for this? And of course, I'm very biased here for going to Kindu TV. So I will, in case you guys want to kind of start following along, I'm going to put in the chat the link there to Kindu TV. We do have, let me just pull this up real quick. All HomeLife Academy members get 40% off for life. So you can use the code HomeLife at checkout, or you can also just head directly to here, and you will see, oh, oops, I'm putting that just in the, let me give this to everyone. Okay. So, you know, normally you would go to YouTube for these things, but that's a little overwhelming because YouTube has every video in the world. And so that's a little overwhelming for primary education. And how do you know what's a good video? How do you know what's a bad video? And so KinderTV aims to replace YouTube in the home classroom, removing all ads and giving parents and teachers a toolkit to kind of be a superhero and managing videos for at-home learning. And we're going to dive into how all that works. At its core, the sort of whole idea for this is that YouTube has great videos, of course. It also has good videos, it has bad videos, and it has unsafe videos. And then KinderTV, we work with all of the top YouTube educational channels in the world, like National Geographic, Sesame Street, Go Noodle, and onward, to make sure that we only have great videos, and then we remove all the ads, and then we give you the awesome ability to manage videos and share videos with your students and track those students' progress on videos and everything like that. So the sort of solution to that mess is KinderTV, where we are, you know, a reliable home for homeschoolers to find and share learning videos they can trust. Basically, we make finding great videos easy. We make ad-free recommendations of other videos you'll like to teach that specific topic, and then we make organizing and sharing videos fun, all with the best content on the web. So I'm going to give a demo now of KinderTV. As I do that, Mary Lou, are there any kind of questions that came up during the
so far, no questions. I imagine once we start watching you demo. Oh, I just saw, is this primarily geared towards elementary children?
It is primarily geared toward elementary children, but as I'm going to show you right now, as I walk through the demo, you can add any video from YouTube, and we remove the ads from YouTube, and then you can manage videos in the same way. So we actually see about like 20% of people using it are using it in middle school and high school age, because it really allows you to watch videos with no ads and then manage those videos and basically put those into groups and share those with your students. So I'll show you how all that works. But yeah, it is primarily for elementary school for the time being.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that was our only question so far.
Sounds good. Can you see my new screen now, the actual?
Yes.
Demo? Okay, sounds good. So I put a link in the chat. I use Seesaw. Can I send a link on this app or other apps to my kiddos to watch? Definitely. What's really cool is that you can just share the safe link that I'll show you how to generate, which will take them to KinderTV to watch that video with no ads. And then also you're able to embed any KinderTV videos in any LMS like that, any learning management system, so they can watch it directly from within Seesaw. And I'll show you how to do that as well. So, okay, KinderTV. So you'll log in and you'll be taken to the homepage, right? And the homepage is, you know, really awesome. First, you'll kind of see your recent videos that you can dive into. And then we have kind of topical collections that your class might like or your students might like. That's all based off of past videos that you've seen. And these are not optimized to get you to click or anything like that, like what YouTube does. I come from a data science background, and the way that YouTube is built is very, you know, not optimized for learning. It is optimized to get you to click and watch more ads. And we are simply finding the topics that you watch and then providing you more videos from those topics. So it's a topic-based recommendation engine, which is a much more sort of like ethical approach for education. So you can just scroll down and you can see, you know, different collections that will be recommended just to get started. You can then, before we kind of dive into the video section, we have Kindu Radio, which is kind of a newish feature. And so you can pop in here and just play music throughout the day. That is just sort of calm, nice background music. We've got Disney relaxing piano, instrumental pop, meditation music, etc. So it's just nice radio stations that you can put on, just like multi-hour mixes of music. We had some great ones for the holidays, so we'll have some topical ones come up as those holidays come. So then you can pop over to Explore and check out our verified channels. So Alpha Blocks, Art for Kids Hub, Go Noodle, Jack Hartman, and you can dive into any videos there. Or you can explore our pre-made collections around specific topics like animals, art and drawing, colors, counting, etc. So that's how you can explore. But of course, at Kindu TV is at its core built on an amazing video library of 25,000 ad-free educational videos. So you can also search. So, you know, we talked about brain breaks. Let's check out brain breaks and see what we can find. So when you search, you'll see just a nice organized list of all the videos that meet that search, as you would expect. But what's cool is that you can apply various filters. So that are perfect for teaching, because, you know, oftentimes there's different use cases going on. So sometimes you want a short video, sometimes you want a mid video, which is 5 to 20 minutes, or a long video, you know, if you're looking to do some multitasking like what we talked about. You can filter by our specific channels that we have, our verified channels. You can filter by category, and you can filter by grade level. So, you know, basically kind of thinking about, well, what are the filters that homeschoolers and educators would like? So, you know, just let's get to the kind of meat and potatoes. You find a video you like, okay, this penguin dance seems awesome. Great brain break. Let's do the penguin dance today. So then you'll just come and you'll watch the penguin dance. Yep, this is recorded, and so it will be able to watch later. The penguin dance, right? And as you can see, much less distracting than YouTube. You know, no crazy sidebar, no crazy auto plays, anything like that. Just geared up, ready for you to watch. And you'll be able to watch that video with no ads. Somebody talked earlier about kind of sharing this link. So anytime you want to share this link with your kids to watch, or your students to watch, whether that's just, you know, providing it on their iPad, or whether that's in a bigger thing like using Seesaw, you can just click Get Video Link, and you can copy this link to share with others. You can embed this link on any LMS that you're using, or you can insert this into Google Slides as well. So then as you scroll down, right, you'll see recommendations or related collections for this video. So again, not optimized to get you to click, but optimized and showing you other videos along those same topics. So you have music and movement, popular videos from Jack Hartman, new videos from Jack Hartman, and other brain breaks, right? So you can dive into this and see all the different brain break videos from Jack Hartman and different things like that. But you say, okay, this video is great. You know, they love the penguin dance. I want to show this almost every day. So I'm going to add this to my bookmarks. So then to kind of dive into the toolkit here, you know, we've kind of walked through home and radio and explore, and we found a great video. But now we want to start saving videos for later. So we'll jump into bookmarks. And then you can see that I bookmarked Penguin Dance, and now I have all my videos bookmarked here, which are just kind of the quick things that I want to be able to show. Now this is a good time to bring up a really cool feature. So anytime you're searching, you know, of course we have 25,000 ad-free educational videos, and every single one of those videos have been reviewed and verified as safe for the classroom by teachers across the country. But you can also add any video you'd like from YouTube and add it to your own personal library. What's really cool is that it's a global crowdsourced thing. So when you add a video, us here at Kindu TV, we review that video, and then we'll add it to the library if we think it's, you know, it's good for the classroom. So, you know, really built on top of YouTube here. You can add the YouTube link, and then we will get rid of those ads, and then that video will be saved to your bookmarks. Or you can also save it to a collection, which we'll dive into what a collection is here in a second. Okay, so you know, we talked about we found a video, we added to our bookmarks, but you know, this is getting a lot. We got a lot of different bookmarks across a lot of different topics. Wouldn't it be great if we could organize videos into groups or playlists, or what we call collections? So what's great is you can organize videos into collections around DIY projects and crafts, read alouds, sight words, subitizing, phonics, whatever it is, right? Kindu TV also provides over 2,000 pre-made collections that are around specific topics. So you can see like when there's a purple check here, like this collection was made by Storyline Online, which is an awesome collection of 62 videos of celebrities reading books aloud. And it's a great way to get kids excited about reading. See a question in here, are there any videos in Spanish? Yep, absolutely. We have right now over 2,000 videos in Spanish. We actually are going to be adding a specific filter on the side for Spanish videos as we look to sort of, and offering more topics around Spanish as we look to both provide multitude of videos in Spanish and also kids that are interested in learning Spanish. So to transition to your kind of how you, so oftentimes what we see are homeschoolers using this, homeschool parents using this, and they're sort of, you know, manning the website and then choosing the video and then showing it to their students. But there is also a student view. So we don't have a mobile app yet. As I mentioned, we're a young startup, but we will be having a mobile app here, hopefully in mid-March. So it's in development now. But we do have a student view that we'll check out. So you can pop over to Class Manager. And what's great here is that in Class Manager, you can see all of your collections that you've saved or created, right? And you can you know, click in and really, it's a kind of a power manager to manage these collections. And you can click in and see what videos your students or kids have watched and which ones they haven't, et cetera. But what's really great is that you can click Get Student View Link. So you can click Get Student View Link, and what this is a student view link for your classroom or your home classroom. And so when you go to that, when you copy the student view link, you can share that with your students. And what this is the student view of your collections. So you can see here are the collections that I had over there. We have the DIY projects and crafts, the sight words, the subitizing, the phonics, the comm class. And so these are the collections that you've created or you've saved. And then when a student's in here, they're only going to see the collections that you have created. So then they can click in to, let's say, the subitizing collection, which I'm not sure if you guys know what subitizing is. It's when you like see 6 marbles and you know that it's 6 right away without counting. But anyways, you can, you know, so here's the subitizing collection. And so you can kind of just see like bigger buttons that much less functionality. They can only see what you provide for them. Then they can click in and they can watch that video, you know, in a very, with no distractions, no ads, no messiness of YouTube.
Zach, while we're waiting for this to load, can you go back to this class here? So can you have multiple classes per user? Because most, like if you have different age levels of students, so you might have collections more for your older student, one for your pre-K.
Yeah, that's a great question. So really great question, because not right now, but literally in 3 days, you'll be able to have multiple classes. So we're really about that future announcement. And I think, you know, Mary Lou, that's a great point about something as we're you know, really so focusing solely on homeschoolers now, the kind of transition where this was kind of at first used for teachers, and then now it's used by homeschoolers, and their needs are very similar, but slightly different, and wanting to have multiple classes. So literally in 3 days, we will be able to have multiple classes. So we're excited about that one.
That's awesome. Okay, so we have a question while we're waiting as well. A question in the Q&A. Do you have topics in math, language arts, science, social studies? So just, do you have standard subjects? I guess this is more beyond the brain breaks and the multitasking videos.
Yeah, great question. Yeah, so, you know, that I kind of brushed over that, the introducing a new topic, but 100%, this isn't just like funny videos or not even close to that. You know, it's very, very educational. And so we have videos across any topic taught in elementary schools. And you can kind of imagine why that is. So as I mentioned, this add YouTube video button, we used to have no videos in the library, just the add from YouTube button. And then we had it with elementary school teachers, and then we saw what videos they were adding. Then we worked with those YouTube channels to make them verified and bring over every video that they have. So essentially, you know, every day homeschoolers and teachers across the country are voting what videos should be in Kindu TV by adding videos from YouTube. And then now we have 25,000 ad-free educational videos. So 100% across all of those topics, we have an awesome set of videos, and it's also growing every day, the selection.
That's fantastic. I really love one of my questions just in watching this as a parent. I love that you can add from YouTube, but then not those are being made available for everybody and they're vetted by you guys at Kindu TV. So there's that sense of security that your kids are watching things that are safe for them, because obviously with YouTube, even YouTube Kids, you just are never quite certain that it's vetted. And so I just really love that, you know, you can trust that anything on here, it's not just what you found or just those verified channels, but you know, so it's that broader scope, but you can be sure that it has been, you know, made sure it's safe. So I really love that.
Totally. And yeah, it's a really important part, because even YouTube Kids, right? So to touch on that for a second, safe is one word, right? And those are all algorithmically determined to be okay for YouTube Kids. And ours are reviewed by real teachers across the country that, you know, we work with. But there's also a difference between safe and educational. So just because it's safe, like an unboxing video, which is like a huge thing that kids love, unboxing gifts, that does not mean it's educational. So we don't add any unboxing videos or anything that's like not educational. Now we do have like brain breaks, which is I argue is very educational in that it kind of helps break up the day, but it's anything that's added is taken into educational context. Like, how is this good for the homeschooler, for the educator to you know, help teach their kids?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I agree with you. So that is wonderful. Okay, I will let you carry on now.
No. I'm actually have walked through the demo. There's a bunch of other kind of fun, interesting things that we haven't kind of covered, but they're just in the nuances, and it'll just overwhelm everybody. You can add videos to your archive. So when you have videos around specific topics, you can reorder videos in collections. You can add, here's actually a fun one, actually. Let me show you this one. So if you have any fellow homeschoolers that you are kind of teaching with, you can collaborate on collections. Like, you can collaborate like a kind of a shared playlist on Spotify. So as long as you both are Kindu TV users, you're going to be able to add anybody as a collaborator on a collection, and you can start adding videos to it. So both of my aunts are homeschoolers, and they just have all of their collections are shared collections between the two of them. So they can really like collaborate. And actually, we have some really exciting stuff coming out in the future where we're going to allow homeschoolers to connect and start, you know, collaborating with others across the country that they don't even necessarily know. But you can just click invite, and then you just type in the person's email address, and they will then be made a collaborator, and they're going to see this collection on their sidebar and in their collections, and they'll just be able to add videos to it. And so it's, you know, it's a really awesome way to kind of collaborate around the videos you're using for specific topics or by week. Like my wife and her kindergarten team uses, they have a collection for week 1, week 2, week 3, which are all the videos they're using for that week. So there's a bunch of kind of like awesome power features in here that we haven't discussed. Of course, you can share these specific collections with anybody, to email them directly and all that fun stuff. But that's really it for me on the demo. So happy to kind of open it up to any questions. I can talk more of what we're kind of seeing of how homeschoolers are using it, or answer any kind of specific questions about the platform. And, you know, as I mentioned, you can go to Kindu.io or Kindu.io/HomeLife Academy, and you can use the code HomeLife to get 40% off for life for all HomeLife members.
That's an awesome deal. That is fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, so if there are any other questions, we can hang out for a little while longer, and you can just, you know, keep on clicking around and showing us cool things while people think about their questions. You never know what might trigger someone to realize they were wondering about something. I'm curious. I see that this collection was created by Mrs. Holder. So can you change how your name shows up for your kids?
Yep, totally. You can just hop into your profile and you can edit your name, no problem. You can make your profile picture or things like that. And yeah, so I'm logged in as Mrs. Holder, which is a fake account. Also, we don't surface your collections that you make with anybody. but we do use them for other, like I said, topical recommendations. And so if you'd like to make any collection private and us not use it in any way for that, you can just click into private, no problem, and we won't use it for any of the recommendations. But regardless, we don't surface any of the collections. Yeah. All right, I'm looking to see if there's any other questions or anything. I suppose I also, I would love any kind of comments of what you guys think, any things you wish it had. And also you can email me anytime. I'm going to put in the chat at zach@kindu.io. If you email me a feature request, I will drop everything and work as hard as I can to get that out the door. That's literally how this entire app was built, was just by listening to homeschoolers and teachers to build what they like. So it's pure gold of any feature requests or anything that you'd like to see. Cool.
Wonderful. Well, I love this. I think that the folks who get this in their email and the folks who have been able to attend today, I definitely am interested. It definitely looks like a great tool. I love the feeling that you're not being targeted ads, all day long, and your poor children don't deserve to have that either. And so I think that is just a fantastic tool to be able to know that it's a safe and educational platform for kids to learn, and definitely worth the money to not have them thinking that they need everything that YouTube is telling them they're supposed to have.
Yep.
Okay, we have a Q in the Q&A. What's the difference between the free account and pro account?
Yeah, so the free account is really just a way to just dip your toes in. 80% of our library is under the pro account, so you won't be able to watch a lot of videos, and then you don't get any of the bookmarks, the collections, any of like the kind of features we talked about. So you get access to about like 20% of the videos, and really none of the tool sets. But it's a great way to get started and see if you'd like to upgrade at some point.
Very helpful. Thank you. Any other questions? Oh, can you double back on the price per month? We had a late.
Yeah, so it's $8.99 a month, but with a HomeLife Academy discount, it's $5.39 a month, which is 40% off of $8.99.
And that discount is for life of your HomeLife membership. So it's
That's
awesome.
right.
Yes, I agree, Nicole. It is awesome. Thank you, Kindu. In South Africa with a fabulous rand dollar exchange, how does payment work, and will prices change in the future? Good question.
Great question. Prices will definitely never change for any people that are like subscribing now. I'll never increase the price on your subscription or anything. In the future, new subscriptions, the price could change as we kind of learn more. But no, if you like sign up today, I'm never going to like increase the price. South Africa, great and exciting question, but a good problem to have. I don't know. I haven't accepted payment from South Africa, I don't think. We are pretty global, but if you could email me, I put it in the chat for zach@kindu.io. We'll figure that out. And if we can't PayPal, we can figure that out over email. So if you just want to email me at zach@kindu.io, we can set that up. And yeah, awesome. That would be great.
All right. Well, I hope that you guys are able to work something out. And yeah, zach@kindu.io is the email address to connect with him on that. It's not every day you get a CEO who gives their email address in a webinar. So that's awesome. That is fantastic.
I'll give my phone number if you'd like. I really can't emphasize enough. Like it's so important for us of listening to homeschoolers, and we just love building what you want. I'm really just trying to help and solve problems. I mean, yeah, it's a business, but the best business is solving real problems. So I just love hearing any suggestions, any complaints, whatever it is. Very happy. Any email I get brightens my day. So really, really, please email me anytime. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Mary Lou. I really appreciate that kind of summary. I think it's just really, yeah. It's just what if YouTube was built for education? That's the question we're trying to answer. So I really appreciate your work through, and it's just been awesome working with Home Life Academy. It's just really great organization, and really excited about our partnership and more to come. And it's really great.
I agree. I agree 100%. And we are looking forward to it. I hope that a lot of people who watch today and who get this in their emails sign up and start to reap the benefits of all the work that you've put into it. I really appreciate your time today. And I hope that we have a long and happy partnership.
Totally. That was awesome. I've got the chills. I'm very excited about all this. So thanks so much.
All right. All right, Zach. Thanks so much.
All righty. Bye bye. Thanks,
Bye.
Nicole. Bye bye.